All right, and it's time to really dive into this. I really don't know where to start. I literally don't even know who this guy is. Like, who is this guy? I'm gonna put him in the not familiar. This is not who I thought it was. Is Brian Tyler Cohen on here? I don't see him on here. Yeah, I actually don't see Brian Tyler Cohen on here, like at all, unless I'm just dumb and I'm blind or something. Oh well. If anybody wants to jump in and tell me where I went wrong, by all means, go right ahead. This is another person I'm not familiar with. So I've only watched the Joe Rogan show like a few times, particularly because of a couple of viral instances. I did watch his entire talk with David Pakman, which I really did enjoy that. Not particularly because of Joe Rogan's side of it. I don't think he's a really good influence. I don't think he has good takes like at all. I'm just gonna put him into the not a fan. Like I'm really not. I'm not even indifferent. I just don't like him like that much. This is going to be kind of a rough take here. I don't really like Dean Withers as much as I did when I first started watching him. He's liberal. Okay. He's progressive. That's good. That's better than a leftist. I'm not like particularly a huge fan of leftists. I gotta be honest. But I mean, I do like some socialist like ideologies with like not like full blown. Like I'm not like a socialist person. I really don't like socialism. I am pro capitalism. See, the thing is Dean Parker's not on here, obviously, but I like Parker more than I like Dean. But I think Parker isn't as good of a debater as Dean is. I think Dean is slightly better of a debater. I just think Parker debates in more good faith. Like when Charlie Kirk was shot, Parker was actually there, and when he was, you know, covering it and was crying about it, it felt more genuine than just fucking Dean Withers crying about it afterward. Like it felt like crocodile tears. It felt like fake in my eyes, but you know, whatever. I don't think he's like bad. I don't think he's really like, he's not a strong debater. Like I watched his debate with Nick Fuentes, and unfortunately I think Dean actually took the better positions, but he just was not able to debate somebody like Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes is a pretty decent debater, unfortunately. I'm not a big Nick Fuentes fan either. I don't like that guy. But all right, let me keep going. Charlie Kirk. Wow, that's a rough one to kind of just, you know, throw right up here, right here. Charlie Kirk, obviously very bad. I don't like what he said about MLK or the Civil Rights Act, basically saying that the civil rights movement was wrong and that MLK was actually a bad person. I don't like what he said about, oh, you know, if there was a black person as a pilot, I think that, you know, I'd be worried about his credentials. I don't like that he said stuff like that because it doesn't make sense, because anybody that is a commercial airline pilot still has to go through that training, still has to have hours upon hours of like flights like logged. They have to literally be a fucking pilot, like regardless of how you feel about DEI initiatives giving, you know, people of color, people in minority groups more of a chance in order to get into these programs and to become a pilot. That's not like they just become a pilot because they're black. That's ridiculous. That's an absolutely absurd take. He also said that Joe Biden should be publicly executed. Like this guy, I have absolutely no idea. This chick, I forgot her name. I've seen her a few times. I feel like she's anti-MAGA, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna throw into the not familiar. Unfortunately, there's gonna be a lot of these. All right, so Destiny. Oh my god, dude, Destiny was one of the first. So when I first started looking into like left-leaning or liberal or like Democrat influencers, Destiny was one of the first ones that I found. Unfortunately, I don't like Destiny's take on a few things, but overall, I think he's probably one of the strongest like left-leaning or Democratic debaters. I still think that Destiny is probably based, or at least mega based. I think he's, you know, he's done some bad things too. He's done some fun. I don't like him as a person, but he has decent political takes, in my opinion. Like when he debated Vosh 5 years ago about the Kenosha shootings or the Kenosha riots, like I think he had a much better stance than Vosh did, where Vosh was like, okay, if you have a weapon and people are charging at you, you should just surrender and throw your gun on the ground. Which I don't agree with. I think Destiny was kind of more right, where he was like, you know, if you have a weapon, you already brandish that you're like, hey, I have a weapon, and there's people who are literally charging at you knowing that you have a weapon. They're probably intending to harm you or like kill you. Like you should probably defend yourself. Even though I have criticized, fuck, I forgot that kid's name. The guy that was like famous for killing 2 people. I criticized him because he was doing like book meetings where he wrote like a book. He was like that is not the moment in your life that you should be proud of. Like that was my biggest take about that, was like, I don't think he should be proud of that. Like he basically put himself into that position, but at the same time, I get it. Yeah, there was a couple pieces of shit, and we're probably happy that the one guy that was like a sexual abuser got shot and he died. Like that's probably a good thing, right? But whatever, you know, who gives a shit? Where am I at? These 2 guys, I don't know them. Wait, Fresh and Fit, they've been made fun of a lot from like independent sources. I'm pretty sure that Charlie has made fun of them, which, okay, I'm just gonna leave that as is, because I don't know them. I'm not gonna leave my opinion up to fucking Moist Critical, even though I really like the guy. David Pakman, I actually think he's also like legendary in my debate. That guy is a pretty good, pretty professional, doesn't like cuss or get angry. He's actually seems pretty fucking level-headed, unless there's something I don't know about David Pakman. This guy, I actually don't know. This guy, I don't know. There's a lot of political commentators I actually don't know. Les Friedman, I think I've heard of this guy before, but I'm not sure. There's a lot more on the end on this side that I recognize than like in the middle here. I have heard things about you too, Les Friedman. I just don't know what to say about him. Is this Candace Owens? Yeah, it's Candace Owens. Okay, yeah. Damn, what am I going to say about Candace Owens? There's a lot to say about Candace Owens. I'm just going to put her in the regular insufferable. I'm not like a Candace Owens fan. This guy, like, fuck off. Who's this guy, dude? Sneeko. I don't want to put him in really, really bad, but like I kind of want to put him in. I kind of want to, but I know that that would be biased of me. It'd be really biased to me to say that he's as bad as Charlie Kirk. I'm gonna throw him in as insufferable. Like Sneeko, okay, Sneeko. Oh my god, dude. What is up with this guy? He's like into the super masculine, the red pill fucking. He's crazy, dude. He's the guy who, with his girl, got cut and then didn't like it and then still told everybody that they should try it regardless, even if they don't like it. Which, like, what the fuck was that? And he also actively, you know what? He's doing it really, really bad. He also actively argues against the age of consent, unless that's changed. I don't know. I don't watch him enough. I've seen him moderate a few debates between like Nick Fuentes and Destiny and a few other people, like a few times with like Aiden Ross, I think. But I don't know. This lady, I had no idea who she is, actually. Alex Jones, he's going straight into the really, really bad. He's spread a lot of hate and division. He said that basically the Sandy Hook, the kids that died in Sandy Hook, that the parents were fucking paid actors. He basically said Sandy Hook was fake. He got sued for it. He had to publicly apologize. He literally said a fucking school shooting was fake. That fundamentally alone was enough to just be really bad. I'm sorry. Alex Jones, you know, they're putting chemicals in the water to turn the freaking frogs gay, but yeah, he's a piece of shit. Fuck him. He's a complete piece of shit. Is this Colbert? Or fucking, who is this guy again? It's not Jimmy Kimmel. It's not, is it Colbert? Or is it, I forget his name. He's on The Daily Show, I think. He actually has some funny bits, but I don't know him enough, so I'm gonna leave him in mid or indifferent. I'm indifferent because I've seen a few, like, see, I don't want to, like, you know, say anybody that's, you know, making like TikToks or shorts like base, like, unless I sit down and actually watch their full-fledged content and really digest it. That's like, I don't want to call them based just because I like their shorts content. That's the kind of thing with Dean Withers, where Dean Withers does a lot of like TikTok and short content, but at the same time, like, overall, when he did debate Nick Fuentes, I think he got cooked. Like, I think he lost that debate, even though that he took the correct stance. I think he had the moral and intellectual stance, he just lost the debate in my eyes. Jordan Peterson, I don't want to put him below Joe Rogan, but he is kind of insufferable. I'm going to throw him into insufferable. Okay, so the thing about Jordan Peterson, he's way too pseudo-intelligent. He just constantly has to question everything. He has to question if fire's hot. He always tries to take this big intellectual stance. It just feels really superficial. It doesn't feel genuine. No matter how many times he fucking cries on camera, it's not gonna feel genuine for me. I'm sorry, it's just not. I also think he like got in trouble a long time ago for some like Nazi shit. I'm not sure though. Andrew Tate, fucking really bad. Very bad. The thing that happened with like COVID is that a ton of these people who isolated themselves, a lot of these young men who isolated themselves, who were already pretty isolated by like society to a degree, where they just went straight down the red pill fucking laundry chute to women this, women that, women should this, women should that. It's complete bullshit. He got in trouble. I'm pretty sure he was criticized for literally like trafficking women because he would like pretend to be in love with them or something. I don't quote me on this, I might be wrong, but he was like pretending to be in love with them or something, and then they would like go across the world and travel a country to go fucking see him, and then when they got there he was like, oh, okay, here's your new job, you work for me now, you're my bitch. And it's like, what the fuck? I'm pretty sure that's what he was like doing, but I could be wrong. That's why he was like arrested. Nick Fuentes, he has really horrible opinions. Nick Fuentes believes that our government should be completely Christian white nationalist. He's a white supremacist. He's a grifter. This is the person who I'm really certain has just some of the worst opinions, like the worst political opinions imaginable. I mean, he's actually a really good debater. He actually does like surprisingly well. He's actually really good at debating. This is probably the only right wing or MAGA. He's not even MAGA. He's anti-Donald Trump now, which is amazing. He flip-flopped on Donald Trump. He's not a Trumper anymore, which is good, but still bad that he's a fucking white Christian nationalist, white supremacist. But I want to say, I'm not going to be biased and say I actually like Nick Fuentes, because I do like to consume some of his content, but I'm going to throw him into really bad because he actually is. Like, he really is. See, I don't even want to say Destiny's mega base. I'm gonna bring him down to base because like he has great opinions. Like I think he's got good political takes, but Destiny just doesn't. He's fucked up a lot. Like he got in trouble for the revenge porn. Now at the same time, I think people like more Pegasus on YouTube are also fucking unbelievably insufferable. He got caught. It's over. She's done. Please help. It's constantly this. I got into more Pegasus and actually subscribed to him way back. See, I watched this one because I thought that CoffeeZilla was in trouble, but he's not. And oh my god, it got worse. Hassan, look at how many videos he's made of Hassan. It's just pathetic, dude. It's fucking, look at all of these, dude. Look at all of this. It's so pathetic, dude. I think it's so lame. And also, like, one of the things that he criticized Hassan for was being pro Antifa. Like, I get it. Hassan has actually supported literal terrorist groups in the past, but Antifa, just because the fucking federal government says it's a terrorist group, doesn't mean there's a literal organization. There's nobody funding Antifa. It's an organization. I put that in quotations because it's fucking hard to call it one. It's just literally anybody that is anti-fascist is considered Antifa. There's no fucking Antifa bin Laden. There's no fucking any, organization. There's no leadership. It's like, it's such a stupid take to say that Antifa is actually a terrorist group. All the Mr. Beast videos, like nonstop. He did so many Mr. Beast videos about how it's just over for him. So cringe, dude. I fucking can't stand more Pegasus. He's so lame. Yeah, no, like Destiny, I think he's a I love consuming his content, but god damn it, he's done some fucked up shit, and he's got some bad takes. I'll be honest. I'm not a big fan of some of his opinions. I don't know. I'm not super on the lingo. I don't know like all the lingo for like how to define people's politics precisely on like a fucking political graph. But I'll keep going. This guy, I don't even know who he is. Hassan Piker. Hassan, I gotta be honest. I'm just not a fan. I'm really not a fan. Like, even though he loves One Piece and that I love One Piece and I love the whole idea of like revolution being anti-world government, you know, like whatever. I don't like the government's not made of fucking demons, okay? Emu isn't in control of the fucking United Nations, okay? Donald Trump is just a dumbass with too much power. Like, he's not the fucking five elders the Goro say. He's not gonna fucking show up to Egghead Island and start fucking attacking you, Hassan. Like, holy fuck. It's just, he's like afraid to go out into public because of what happened to Charlie Kirk. Holy fuck. Ben Shapiro. Honestly, Ben Shapiro would be kind of based if he would just give up like some positions. He just constantly has to fight. Like, he will not stop talking about how Luigi Mangione shooting Brian Thompson was like a leftist thing, like the left is doing it, the evil left. His own fucking fan base, his own comments flipped on him and told him he was wrong, and he still says it, even though everybody told him that he was wrong. I'm gonna throw him into it's gonna be one of these two, I think. Carly Insufferable. That's not fair. I don't want to put him next to Jordan Peterson. I feel like Jordan Peterson's just not as bad as, yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever. Tucker Carlson, I'm gonna throw him into the fucking Insufferable too. He's had some good takes recently. Like, he's kind of flipped the script a little bit, but nowhere near enough. Matt Walsh, really, really bad. I'm not a Matt Walsh fan. Let's be honest. I think he's a piece of shit. He's another fucking super religious, wants Christianity to be like everywhere. I'm not a fan. Fucking, oh my god, Michael Knowles. I think I've made more content on Michael Knowles than pretty much anybody else when it comes to political commentators. Dude, Michael Knowles made an entire video that I reacted to that was literally just him talking about how the New York State, or I might have been New York City, it was the city of New York was passing legislation to where like fucking pizzerias, like coal-fried pizzerias, like the you know, straight Italian. I'm Italian. I feel like I'm more Italian than he is when it comes to like living my life and actually like, you know, partaking with my family and eating their food. I'm not gonna make it a fucking a culture contest, but I will say like he was like, oh my god, they're ruining Italian New York culture. They're ruining the culture of New York because these liberal leftists are trying to pass these insane bills because they hate pizza. That was the funniest one to me. That was so dumb. That was probably one of the dumbest things. I'm gonna throw him into Insufferable. It's probably worse. I've seen him debating what's that guy's name? Adam. Fuck, I forgot his name. Damn. Dude, I don't remember stuff. What do you want from me? Lady, I don't know. This guy, I don't know. All right. Well, I have a lot of homework to do, I guess, guys. I don't know a lot of these commentators, but I guess, yeah, David Pakman's probably one of my favorite political commentators right now. If I could put Brian Tyler Cohen on here, because he's also another like leftist, or not, liberal, not leftist, more like a liberal or progressive kind of Democrat. I honestly don't like him that much. I think there's oftentimes that he exaggerates things, even though he's kind of on like the same viewed by the public on the same level as David Pakman, where they're kind of like the same kind of deal where they're actually involved with a lot of politicians regularly. But overall, I still think that like I watch David Pakman and Destiny just the most, even though there's a lot of like controversy around Destiny. I don't think there's a lot of controversy around David Pakman like at all, unless I'm just like uneducated on that. I really do think David Pakman is probably one of the best political commentators to consume media from. But sometimes his work does get extremely repetitive, though, which I don't like. I don't like that his work gets repetitive, but he does drop quite a few bangers here and there. I do like watching debate content, so I'm gonna keep doing that and keep trying to form, you know, better opinions. I still think that Nick Fuentes and Destiny are two of the best debaters on here. Like even if they have bad tastes here and there, I think that these two are just the strongest debaters.
I see some dreams, we'll never look back. When treasure and tales would follow the track. A fierce crew united, we rise with the dawn. In the heart of the ocean, our